Hey everyone, Vesper here, and I just want to update you guys on some really huge news. Yesterday, they announced that Double Helix is being bought by Amazon. Now you're probably thinking right now, wait, what? Amazon? What the? Well, apparently there's a rumor that Amazon is starting a game console, but honestly, who gives a shit? The point is that Double Helix is no longer working with Microsoft. Now the first big question is, will Killer Instinct continue? Is Microsoft going to continue to develop Killer Instinct? And that was answered this morning by Phil Spencer, somebody who works for Microsoft. And he said, quote, "Our internal KI team is still here and franchise is in good hands. We had a plan in place for this transition. The franchise will continue, something I believe in." So this pretty much confirms that Double Helix is done with the game right now. And the internal Microsoft team, because the way it worked with Killer Instinct, there was two teams that worked on Killer Instinct. It wasn't just all Double Helix. There was a Microsoft team as well, and so pretty much just, so let's say half that team is gone, and now the original Microsoft team is still working on the title. So anyways, why didn't Microsoft buy Double Helix, for example, and just say, hey, why don't you guys continue making your game? Well, honestly, there wasn't really any big incentive for Microsoft to buy Double Helix. To be blunt, like, the games that they made before were nothing amazing to make them, keep them as a developer. I'm just gonna read off a few games that Double Helix made before, and some of them were like G.I. Joe, Rise of the Cobra, Green Lantern, Rise of the Manhunters, Battleship, and the most notable game is Silent Hill Homecoming, which I haven't played myself, but the reviews, so game. And of course they have Strider coming out. So I can totally see why Microsoft didn't buy them, and it seems that this plan for Double Helix to join Amazon has been planned for a while. Considering that Phil Spencer said that we had a plan in place for this transition, so obviously they knew ahead of time. Which is kind of funny because Double Helix constantly said, Season 2 is confirmed for sure and all this. Maybe they did know, but maybe it's because they figured that the Microsoft team was going to continue it. It's kind of funny. I wish I could see like what's going on on the forums for Double Helix right now, but the site's down. So there's obviously some big works. So what do we take from all this? Well, is it good news or it's bad news? Personally, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't change anything, because we know the game is still being worked on. So I guess in the sense that is good. But if this wasn't hypothetical was announced, that nothing would have changed anyways. The game would have still been worked on by Double Helix anyways. Like I said before in my last breakdown, I was talking about how the game seriously needs content, and it needs to not be a console exclusive. And all these things, these problems are still going to stay. Doesn't matter who's developing it or not. So Microsoft is announcing that they're going to have a third or another company working with their Microsoft team. They haven't announced who it is yet, but they'll be doing it soon, they said. And honestly, the core game, the engine of the game has already been made. There's nothing really huge to make, in the core engine wise. And Ken Lob's still on the Microsoft team, and he's pretty much considered the godfather of KI, and so it's in good hands either way. So like whatever company is working with KI, I don't think it really makes a difference. Honestly, it doesn't make a difference. From a business standpoint, I think Microsoft was pretty successful. They want the game to be a console exclusive because they want to sell consoles. And it doesn't really matter to them how long it takes for this game to develop, because the game is free. It's not a full retail game. And as people purchase Xboxes in the future, they're going to also be able to play Killer Instinct, and they're going to get new players over time. I don't think they're in any rush right now. From a consumer point of view, from our point of view, it does kind of concern me, because now it's going to... the Season 2 is really, really important. That's going to be a very huge patch. That's when the new characters come out, the story mode. And that's basically when Season 2 comes out, that's pretty much when Killer Instinct is considered a full retail game at that point. And now switching development, and we know it's going to take a longer time now. Now they have another team, and they have to get their shit together. So all in all, this is really big news, but at the same time, it's not big news at all. So I want to know what you guys think about this. If you think this is a bad thing or it might even be a good thing. And what do you guys think the game needs the most right now? Do you think it's more important for the game to get as much content as possible, or do you think it's more important for the game to not be a console exclusive? Anyways, share your thoughts. I'll update everyone as soon as they announce who the new developer is, and we'll see what's going down. Anyways, yeah, peace.